this little. I did a pilot this year. We'll see. I don't want to talk about it. You never know if they're going to go. But yeah, I found that. Like, here, we got a joke here. We got a joke here. We can write this in here. So, but normally I waited. I would wait for a director to say, "Give me something." A good example. I was talking to some people out in the line about A Knight's Tale. A Knight's Tale. And there's a scene that a lot of people have quoted back to me where it's where Walt, the character I play, says it's called a lance. His voice doesn't crack like that. And that was an improv, but we kept doing the scene over and over again. And Brian Helgeland said, "We need something here. Do something." And that was it. Then we got to go to lunch. And he was holding lunch hostage, for ransom, and or we were for ransom. I don't know how it worked out. We got to eat lunch afterwards, and there were a lot of people like that line. So it's changing. I'm doing it more and more now that I've been writing and getting, I guess, more confidence in my own voice.
That's great. I also want to talk to you about voiceover as well, really quickly.
Yeah.
Before we play a game that you are not prepared for at all, but
am I going to get to ask? We're going to get to ask questions.
Oh yeah,
okay.
Yeah. With your voiceover in King Candy, you're basically channeling Ed Wynn for that.
Yeah.
Ed Wynn, if you don't know, he's the Mad Hatter from Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, he was an old vaudevillian actor who was one of the first people to start television. And he's actually a cautionary tale because he didn't have writers, and so he burned through all of this material that he had been making his entire life. And then they're like, "And you're done." And then he worked for Disney a lot, so he wasn't a sad ending. But yes, he talked like this. He had like 5 kids. It's surprising. It's a different time. It was a different time. But yeah. They had asked me when I went in to do the read-through. I didn't have the job. They asked me to do the read-through. Somebody had fallen out in the read-through, and it was like last minute. Get that guy. And afterwards, John Lasseter came up to me, who is one of the heads of Pixar, Disney, and he put his arm around me and said, "Well, it's nice to meet you." And I've done every one of their movies since.
Just lastly, before we go to questions, there's a game I want to play with you.
Okay.
This is a game I invented last night.
Do I leave my clothes on? I'm worried about this. Is this going to be
I didn't even think of that. Yeah, let's just do it for clothes for now. That's fine. This is a game called What's That, Alan Tudyk? And you've been in so many things on Broadway, in movies, voiceover, video games, that I want to read you the names of characters, and I want to know if you even know if it was you.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. We're just gonna start very easy, like the SATs, and then get very complex.
Do I answer after everyone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pastor Veal.
Yes.
That was Arrested Development. That's right.
Yes.
Everton.
Yes.
That's Patch Adams.
Yes,
very
it was.
good. Benny Bennett.
Yes.
That was a play called Epic Proportions that did in 1999.
Yeah.
Richard Carlton.
Sounds familiar?
You are right. That's from Bunny Bunny, Gil Radner, A Story of Love. You were everybody else in that.
I played 20 roles in that. Wow, okay.
All right, Mick Gallagher.
No, I didn't do that.
Yeah, that's right. That's Arthur Darvill. Sort of looks a little like him. You feel like very nice here from Legends of Tomorrow. Sam Traxler.
Yes, I was Sam Traxler.
That's right, Wonder Boys.
Wonder Boys.
Richard D. Winters.
No, I don't know what that is.
That's right, that's Damian Lewis from Band of Brothers.
This is easy. This would be sad if it wasn't. I don't know what I've done with my life.
All right. Name a number. Warren Worthington.
That sounds familiar.
That was not you. That's Ben Foster's character in X-Men. I try to pick people who look vaguely like you as well. Just to make it more confusing.
You won't confuse me.
These are my gotcha questions.
Got it.
Hunky Siren.
No.
Yeah, that was you on Ice Age. That's Continental
Oh,
Drift.
well, that's... Oh, yeah, I remember that now.
Jess Aarons.
No.
That's right, that's Josh Hutcherson from Bridge to Terabithia.
Does he look like me or something?
No, I mean, it was also really difficult to find people. You have a very unique look, I would say.
I don't know, there's a lot of people who look like me. There's a whole nation of albinos somewhere, like the Swiss. Ah, yeah, that's me. That's my bad Swiss accent.
Just a couple more here. Monty Man,
Yes.
Hearts and Atlantis, that's right. And, shoot, whatever your character's name was from Rogue One, what was it again?
One me.
That's it. We can go to questions now. If you like.
Right, okay, so everybody, if you ask a question, where do they go to ask questions? Do they know? Right back there. Ah, yes, I see. Okay, there's two lines there. You're gonna get some shit. Just come up here and I'll give it to you right here. I have a bag of...
I can carry it for you.
Shit.
I'll be a runner.
I call it stuff. I keep trying to change the name, but it was originally the Backer Should. So some of the things are shittier than others. Yeah. First question.
Hi, I was just wondering if you could tell us anything about Powerless and what kind of voice your character will have.
Powerless is absolutely. Powerless was it's a pilot, so you never know if they're going to get picked up. But it was actually where DC partnered with anyway, it doesn't matter. But it's DC characters. But we are powerless, hence the name. It's an office comedy where superheroes exist. We exist in a world. Okay, good. And you know, like basically, you're at the office, and every TV screen becomes Jack-o'-lantern. So we have all the DC universe available to us, and he's like, "People of harmony, you have 24 hours to click it off. What are you guys getting for lunch?" It's a world where they're just very used to having super people, and so I'm a bad boss, and it's my voice. This was a wallpaper sample I got. I thought it would look good. Thought it looked good in my bedroom. It's gonna be a little too busy for the bedroom. Yes.
Hi, in Common,
Yes.
how much of what we actually saw was truth or how much was exaggerated?
That's a good question. Basically, you know, I was, you know, definitely borrowing. Nathan Fillion plays Jack Moore, who's become very famous. He's become like sort of Matt Damon famous, and my character Ray Nearly, he made some bad career choices right after Spectrum is canceled, and his career just gets about bottoms out, and he goes to conventions. That didn't happen to me. I have met people who are very bitter about their careers, though, and they are in the con circuit. Not so much anymore, I think, but ever since 2003, when I've been going to these, there have been a lot of people with that kind of attitude. So I put him in the center. I mean, I actually asked Tim Minear from one of the producers of Firefly, and he read the script. So I was like, is this good to have a guy in the center who doesn't like the world that I'm trying to pay homage to and to show? And he's like, if you don't have them, if you don't have that guy, then you don't have a show. At least they go somewhere. So I think that's the main question a lot of people ask when they ask that, like, do you hate cons? And I don't. I wouldn't be here if I did. And also, for the people who supported Comment and for everybody who's here, that's why Comment exists, and what Comment is to me is enormous. I got to write and direct and produce something that that meant a lot to me, and it's made people laugh, and that is huge to me. I can't tell you how huge. So, thank you. But there are a lot of stories that are similar. There's one with Tricia Helfer where there's a doll convention, and that happened. was when at the Zootopia premiere. They had these traffic cones on the tables, and I stole one. I had to walk by John. I was walking out, and John Lasseter was there, and I got my crap I've stolen. Hey, John, I'm gonna give it away. It's for charity. Yes.
Hi, you do so many amazing voices that sound nothing like your normal voice, except Alistair Cray, of course. So I was wondering if you have any voices in your head that just haven't suited a character yet, but that you really want to use in a movie.
I wonder if you know the voice. The laugh happened over here. In Con Man, there is an episode where Ray Nearly does voiceover. It's a voiceover episode, and I end up on a panel, and a old cartoon called Sup Bitch gets unearthed, and Michael Dorn is in it. He's there, and Grievous. I want to say Michael. No, he wrote all of the. Well, he wrote the Frankenstein. Jesus.
I can't help you. I'm so sorry.
What was the vampire movie with where there were the lichens and all the
Underworld.
He wrote all of those, and he's actually in it. Big guy. He's got a deep voice, and he was actually in Firefly. He played a henchman at one point. Anyway, he's in it, and the characters there, which I played in, I was claymated like this. I've been animated like this. His name was Rigmarole. And I'm doing it in front of them. It becomes very problematic. They're not happy because the panel is on,
It's race in
It's race-based.
Yeah, race in cartoons.
So here is a picture from Con Man. I'll give you this. That's Nathan, because we have Spectrum within Con Man that got canceled. So I don't know if you can see that. That's me flying the spaceship, and Nathan is captaining, and that's our spaceship Spectrum. That's why it's called Spectrum. Oh, we have a comic book coming out May 7th that I co-wrote, which was also crowdfunded. And yeah, so that's that.
This is a wonderful Malcolm costume, by the way.
Cheers. Thank you.